Hey friends, it's Barb Teckle. So we are heading into the month of March. And so this is a reading for the week of, I still have to say February because it's a reading for the week of February 28th, if you go with your week from Sunday through Saturday. But I really feel like this is the reading for the first week of March is what I want to say, but I really have to say the 28th because that is on Sunday. So today I felt very drawn to work with the Animal Kin Oracle by Sarah Wilder. And I am realizing as I hold the cover of this deck, the box up to you, I'm realizing that I am perfectly coordinated today. I did not plan this, but no wonder I felt called to this deck today because look at the colors that I chose to wear today. They are exactly replicated on this deck. Awesome. So again, as usual, think of a number, 1, 2, or 3, and whatever number you pick, that's going to be your particular animal. That's going to have a special message for you for this week. And then an overall reading for all of us. So stay tuned to see the whole reading as well. Even if you pick card number 1, don't leave. Stay a while. Have a cup of tea. And look at all the other animals that might have messages for you as well. All right. So card number 1, 2, or 3. Are you ready? It's so beautiful out today. I've finally been able to get out for my walks again. It just makes you feel more human. I mean, I just feel more normal when I can get outside and breathe in the fresh air. And I hear the birds chirping now. So spring is coming. All right, if you pick card number 1, this is your animal. This is a big deck. It's 65 cards. So let's see. Fan them out here so you can see. All right. Card number 1. Buffalo. I love buffalo. Oh, was that last fall? We went to South Dakota. Of course, that is the land, the state of the buffalo. And I brought home this mini, 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 mini little buffalo as a souvenir. Just a cheesy little souvenir, but I love it. I love it. I have so many different animal totems in here in my Joyful Paws cottage. So I digress. Sorry about that. Buffalo. Every time I see buffalo, I think about what I learned about buffalo quite a few years ago and how buffalo. So if you pick card number 1, let me first say that, and I know there's a word on here, but I'll get to that. I'll maybe see if that incorporates with what I'm feeling for this message. So perhaps you're at a point in your life right now where maybe things are tough. You're feeling really challenged by something, and you're not sure you can go the distance, and you're not sure you're going to make it through this right now, whatever that is for you. Whether it's a relationship, something in your job, something in your personal life that you're trying to work through. So here's what I learned about the buffalo years ago, and it just stuck with me, and I love it, and it's such a beautiful message. So I think it's from the Native American culture, and be the buffalo. So the buffalo, if you ever notice, they will stand and face the storm. They don't turn and go the other way. They stand and face the storm. So, like I said, if you're feeling challenged, this is asking you to just keep, staying in that storm and, facing it and not running the other way. Because the thing is, when we run the other way, we're going to get another challenge in our life to help us overcome whatever that is, this lesson that we need to learn, right? So what I learned also was this stance, like this. And you would say, be the buffalo, be the buffalo. So whatever you're feeling challenged by, just face the storm. It's eventually going to pass. And in hindsight, it's always 2020. You're going to look back and you're going to see the perfect unfolding and lesson for that. And now I see how the word comes into play for what I'm getting with this card is gratitude. And there have been many times in my own life where it didn't feel good when I was in that storm, but I can look back, more often now than not. I can look back and I have gratitude for the things that I've learned through those times I have had to go through things that were really tough. So that is card number 1. If you picked 1, it is Buffalo. Great message to start. All right, I probably could go on and on about that. More stuff is going through my head, but that's all I'm going to share today. Okay. Otherwise, we might be here all day. So card number 2, if you pick card number 2, this is your message. Sloth. I know I've gotten this card out of this deck a few times already. And okay, so the word on here is wisdom. I'm not particularly drawn to the word wisdom right now. I'm just really drawn to the habitat of sloth. And as I usually do, I like to read all the cards together as well for an overall message for all of us. So, can you just tell like I slowed down my talking as I turned this card over? Because sloth moves so incredibly slow. And so if you pick card number 2, sloth is inviting you to slow down and to pause and to digest whatever it is you need to digest in your life. And wisdom does play into that, because as we do that, maybe something that you're feeling challenged by, you're going to be able to tap into the reason why that is and work through that and gain this new wisdom. So this is going in, be the buffalo, stand in the storm, and or face the storm. I guess stand in the storm too, right? I just recently saw, I'm going to digress a little bit back to buffalo, but I just recently saw a photo on Facebook of a buffalo, and I don't know what state it was in, but they were having really, really cold weather, like 50 below weather. And this buffalo was just like, almost had like hanging icicles, it seemed like, on him. So I just found that really fascinating that, they can withstand that and they can do that. So back to the sloth and wisdom and slowing down. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't read this all together at once. I'll just stick with the sloth for right now. So again, invitation to you, if you pick number 2, to just slow down in your life and just reflect and contemplate on perhaps, what you've learned this first part of the year and what you want to put in place for the rest of the year. And that does require digesting everything that you've learned, and from that, what it is you want to take with you as you move forward into this first week of March. All right, so card number 3, if you pick card number 3, I love these 2 cards together already because look at the colors are so similar and they're very calming and very soothing. Whereas when you look at the colors of this deck, and I love color too, that can give us messages, is more bold, and it is, though at the same time, these colors are actually very soothing to me, but maybe they feel more bold and more, energetic to you, where these really make me want to pause, slow down, take a breath. I'm going to put those in order again. All right, so card number 3. See what the message is for you if you pick card number 3. And then we'll look at the 3 cards together. Now we have a bold colored card, and it is peacock. And the word on the card is inspiration. So what inspires you? What inspires you and gives you confidence to spread those beautiful feathers and be who you are? So if you pick number 3, Peacock is inviting you to look at what it is that does inspire you so that you can be more of your true, authentic self. And just think about when you watch a peacock, when they've got their plumage all fanned out like that, and they just strut their stuff and they don't care what anybody thinks. They are just totally being peacock. So, this is your message, to look for what inspires you so that you can be fully who you are meant to be. So interesting in that when we look at it as, what I was just talking about, the colors, which I'll wind into here, but so we have buffalo, stand and face the storm, and you will find gratitude in the fact that you could accomplish that and do that. And in order to do that, that does require that we slow down and that we pause and we reflect and we contemplate and we bring that new wisdom to the surface that maybe is just sitting below the surface and ready to come forth. And that, that will inspire us. That will inspire us and give us that extra boost of confidence to really spread our own feathers, spread our own plumage, and really be who we really are and how we want to be in the world without fear of judgment or, fear of rejection. Just, be inspired. Be inspired to be who you truly want to be. So when I said the colors, it just, these two colors are, the slowing down. Sorry, I'm doing that backwards. The slowing down, they're very soothing, they're very calm. And then as you do that work, you start to bloom into who you really, really are. And you can be that in the world. And something else was just coming to me, and I'm going to see if I can bring it back. Sometimes so much floods in, and then I'm like, oh, I want to capture it all. But maybe it's not meant to be said right now either. But let me just look at this. Yep, it's gone. It's gone. All right, so that is the message for the week. We have buffalo, sloth, and peacock. How absolutely beautiful. So yeah, have a great start to March. I will be back again next week. I think I'll be back again next week with a reading and the following week. And then I'm going to be gone. I won't be doing any readings for probably a month because I am taking some time off to be with my dear hubby and do some traveling in our little R-Pod camper. But I'll make sure I say that again at the other video. So, at the other reading I do before I go. So, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on that I will be gone for a little while and I'm going to take a break and I am going to slow down like the sloth and enjoy some downtime. So, all right, I will talk to you again soon. Have a great week of first week of March, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now. Bye-bye.